Isaac and his mother lived alone in a small house on a hill. Isaac kept to himself, drawing pictures and playing with his toys as his mom watched Christian broadcasts on the television. Life was simple, and they were both happy. That was until the day Isaac's mom heard a voice from above. Your son has become corrupted by sin. He needs to be saved. I will do my best to save him, my lord, Isaac's mother replied, rushing into Isaac's room, removing all that was evil from his life. Again, the voice called to her. Isaac's soul is still corrupt. He needs to be cut off from all that is evil in this world and confess his sins. I will follow your instructions, Lord. I have faith in thee, Isaac's mother replied, as she locked Isaac in his room, away from the evils of the world. One last time, Isaac's mom heard the voice of God calling to her. You've done as I've asked, but I still question your devotion to me. To prove your faith, I will ask one more thing of you. Yes, Lord, anything, Isaac's mother begged. To prove your love and devotion, I require a sacrifice. Your son, Isaac, will be this sacrifice. Go into his room and end his life as an offering to me to prove you love me above all else. Yes, Lord, she replied, grabbing a butcher's knife from the kitchen. Isaac, watching through a crack in his door, trembled in fear. Scrambling around his room to find a hiding place, he noticed a trap door to the basement, hidden under his rug. Without hesitation, he flung open the hatch, just as his mother burst through his door and threw himself down into the unknown depths below.
Hey everyone, this is Titan ODS here, and we're just going to quickly run off with some Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. I have that save file 1 over there, just as a little test to get everything going. So we're going to quickly start off with an Isaac run. This is a roguelike dungeon explorer with dual stick, I believe is what they call it, kind of like the old arcade games. And it's done from a top-down perspective, as you can see. Ooh, gotta get the hell out of here. And you're going to notice various enemies. These guys, like, I'm not even sure what you would call them, I guess. Headless blind men? I honestly don't know what these floating Ebola victims have to do with anything. Bleeding from the eyes. Really isn't a joke. There was that recent Ebola crisis and everything. I think it was more of a scare. I don't think anybody in the US got hurt that's right around where I am. So... Alright, this is my first video, so if you couldn't tell, I'm a little nervous. But I'm just gonna quickly get the hell out of there. You know, get the hell out of Dodge. Mind my language. I'm gonna try to keep it at least relatively clean. I'm gonna take a guess at Speedball. Yeah, speed plus shot speed. So shot speed is how fast your tears, what he's shooting, as you can see, it kind of looks like he's blinking. How fast they move through the air. Range is how far they move. Ow. And speed is how fast my character moves. This door right here is a boss room. And I'm going to jump right in it. Larry Jr., just one of the many bosses. Accidentally, I hit the enter key to skip that little cutscene-esque video that I do to show you who the boss is. I'll make sure to show you guys that next time. But this is a really fun game, you know. It takes 30 minutes, 40 minutes just to get through one run. You could do hundreds of runs and still not see a fraction of the items in the game. It's actually a lot of fun. I didn't know he could do that. So what you're seeing right here, the red heart I just picked up, and then this heart right here, little half white heart, is what's referred to as Eternal Heart. What this heart is it has a special condition. It acts like half of a red heart, in the essence that if you take damage, it goes away before your red hearts. But if you can keep it and jump down the ladderless hatch. There's actually a hatch with a ladder which allows you to go up and down it, but those are tough to find. If you can do that, as you see, it becomes whole and gives you another red heart container in the top left. That's the maximum amount of HP I can have in red hearts. There are other types of hearts, and I'll try to get them so I can show you. Ow. Ow. Stop it. Alright, so that goes my chance at a deal with the devil. Or contract with the devil, if you would. Which really is, I can sacrifice entire canisters, lowering my maximum HP. In exchange, I will get a free, not free, but I will get an item, a very powerful item normally. Depending on your needs, you can choose to or not to. But my hope is that I can avoid losing any unnecessary health. Okay, so this is the Joker card. And from my experience, this will, when I hit the activate consumable, bottom right consumable button, it will put me in the deal with the devil, or whichever deal I am qualified for. There's also angelic gifts. Ow. And I just picked up an item called the Pentagram, which increases the maximum amount of damage each shot deals. Come on, handle him. Yeah. Alright, so I got a key. As you saw in the first floor, I went right through this here yellow door without actually doing anything. Now that it has that key lock on it, I need to use one of my key consumables to open it. I picked up an item called the Ankh, which is a reference to Egyptian lore. A symbol of eternal life, I believe. I don't know, I'd have to do more research to actually figure that out. Alright, so this is a pill. Let's see. Question mark pill at the bottom right. Means we don't know what it is or what it does. I'm gonna hit it and it's a luck down. So now I know all white pills, white pills at least, lower the luck chance of my character. As you can see here, just beneath the positive above the options is a general idea of where my stats are. Occasionally it can be relatively wrong, but for the most part it's not. So as we can see, we have 3 units of speed, 1 sorry, it's a little early for me. One I'm assuming shot. 1 tier rate. 1 tier. 3 power. 3 range. 2 shot speed and 1 luck. Now, the pills don't just give you -1 luck. It'll give you a fraction of minus a percentage or a decimal amount, like 0.2 luck. That's not fun. But the luck upgrades, which you can find, are generally a little better, so, you know, the game is more weighted in your favor. Alright, now we're handling a monster, Monstro. It's our boss. Big blob of I don't really know what, but he's got teeth. So, not terribly certain what that thing is. And we've unlocked a new item, Monstro's Tooth. And this is Mom's Heels, which is an effective range upgrade. So now you can see the bow and arrow has moved from 3 to 4. We're going to move on from the Burning Basement 2. Jump down the next floor. Oh, hate when that happens. All the time. Nobody actually wants to replace the toilet paper in my house. Into the Flooded Caves. Alright. I do not like the Flooded Caves. So these guys are like wall clingers, I guess is what you would call them. Little spiders. Ooh, got a key. For those of you who are interested in playing and just haven't gotten the game yet, looking for someone new to kind of join in the misery. Alright, so what is it? Teal and blue hematemesis. So that drops you down to 1 full red heart, not touching your canisters, and gives you anywhere from 1 to 4 red hearts to replace the ones it's taken. If it's taken any, it can actually give you red hearts without taking any to begin with, if you only have 1 full red heart. And it can give you a red heart if you have, say, 3 canisters, but you have 1 half red heart in the leftmost and the others are empty. Oh, that was just wonderfully stupid. Alright. Never speak about that. Alright, these guys, little black bomb flies. We're going to hit this poop. It looked golden, which is a symbol that whenever it explodes, it's going to drop currency. You saw golden and black coins. Golden coins are worth 1, black coins are worth 5. I call them pennies and nickels because effectively they are just coins. And that is the currency I'm most accustomed to seeing. That's a predicament now, isn't it? I want that. Alright. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have to run around and look for a bomb that I can reach. I can't walk over this, and there's no jump function in this game. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take that. And this here is probably a, yes it is, a shop which does not have a bomb, and that is displeasing. Alright, so penny, thank you. So I'm going to take this blue heart you're seeing here. That's, for me, that's a spirit heart, which is a temporary heart. Once that is gone, it is just entirely gone. It's not like the red heart canisters, which can be permanently refilled. This cannot be refilled. And then I'm going to take this little jar with a fly inside of it. Jar of flies. This is a spacebar item, which I call it that because when you hit the spacebar you will activate it. And what it does is every time you kill an enemy, it adds 1 to the count. You can see it's now at 3 to the top left of it. Its maximum number, I believe, is 20, and it will give me flies equal to the number of people I've killed in between my last use. So my objective here is to get as many guys as I can, halfway there now, and then I'm going to use, come on, bomb. No, I need those. So, come on, blow up. The black ones blow up in explosions. The blue ones blow up in cardinal direction tiers, or just those red balls you saw. And I'm going to fight the boss and then determine what I want to do with my stain. Great. Probably the worst boss in history. I'd rather be fighting like anyone else right now. God, this is just bad. And the flies deal about twice what your normal damage is, so I just got 17 times 2 is 34 tiers to hit him. So that majorly sped up the process. Not that it looks like we're going to survive to speak of it. Okay, so now we have changed our color. And we are now... Why is my... No, stats have changed. Okay. So the Ankh would normally change my character, but because I don't have this particular character unlocked, not really worth it. This character in particular has a nasty trick in the essence that he can't use red hearts. He can only use blue and black hearts. And now I have to re-fight the stain without any boost, so this is gonna suck royally. I have a nail in the back of my head. Yeah, that was bullshit. Or did they do 1.5? I'm sorry, I'm still talking about those flies. Ow. So this looks like it's going to be a quick video for you guys, and I'll definitely throw in another one if I can. I'm not paying any attention here today because I'm just trying to make sure that I can at least get some commentary out to you guys. Stain, as you can see, he has a couple moves. He does those weird tentacle side grabs, and he can jump under the ground to where I can hit him. Little baggie of pills. That's an item I hope we get to see soon, but here we are. Let's go. Boom. Jump right down. Flooded Caves 2, so we were just in the Flooded Caves 1, and now we're in the Flooded Caves 2. Great. Alright, still don't like this floor. So I'm still on this Wheel of Fortune card. If I hit Q, it gives me a slot machine, which I will not utilize right now, especially because I've had a luck downgrade. And these are regular Zubats. Eventually you'll be able to see the fat Zubats. These guys, again, shoot in cardinal directions, these little red flies. So they like to give me problems when I'm not paying attention. And that's the end of that game, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching. Let's see, that was about 11 minutes, probably 13-minute video. Let's restart. Let's just do another one. Let's see what happens. Ooh, we start right next to the item room. The item room is red vial. I have one bomb, and then this here is a slot machine-esque item. What this will do is it will change the item on this rock here, or pedestal, to something else. Now, just for you guys, normally I would take it, but for you guys, let's see what happens. We hit it with a bomb, and it turns into a broken beaker. Mysterious liquid toxic splash damage. So you can either insert pennies into here and pay it, or you can use bombs. And of course, eventually there's a maximum number of units in which you can do that. Ooh, 2 bombs back. That's nice. But this looks like whenever it hits something, it drops green liquid on the floor, which will more than likely hurt enemies. The moon. The moon, may you find all you have lost. Ow. Stop it. Stop it. And the moon will bring you to secret rooms. Secret rooms are, well, if it wasn't self-explanatory, rooms that don't show up on the map that you can't normally access without blowing a hole through a wall to get them. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Alright, so my guess is the secret room is going to be here. So let's crack the moon card. Oh, I was wrong. Blowing up rocks next to holes like this allow me to create a bridge. Missing page 2, evil up my enemies will pay. Okay, let's get out of there. Right next to my item room, really? That's surprising, actually. I'm not fully certain on what this does. I mean, I've had it more than enough times that I should, but, you know, what's the saying? If ifs and buts were candy and nuts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas. Is that how it goes? One bomb. So here's a question. Well, first of all, we're going to fight the boss, and we're not going to use the bomb, hopefully. Ragman. He shoots purple shots, which are homing shots. They will rearrange their trajectory in order to hit you. Thankfully, I'm staying outside of his... Oh god, yep, you saw that right there. Just bent. Alright, so this was actually a really lucky fight. Ragman normally is a lot of work. Dog Dinner HP up. That increases the number of red canisters I'm allowed to have. Now I have one bomb, so I can either take this blue heart here at the down bottom right, or I can mess with this odd colored rock here with the X on it. That's a tinted rock. It normally drops one spirit heart. It has the chance to drop other things though, like golden chests, bombs, and keys. Now or a special item. So I'm gonna take my chance with the tinted rock here. Alright, so it gave me one key and a spirit heart. That's actually a really good grab. I'm glad I went for that. So now we're gonna head down this here portal, which will bring us to a lower floor in the map. You cannot go up floors once you've gone down them. I'm gonna jump down here. Oh, well, poor kid never got any love. Thankfully, I don't know what that's like. I have very loving parents. Alright, so... Ow. So you can see that there's another rock right here. We can access if we get another bomb. And that's going to be my next objective. Ooh, okay, well... I got a bomb, but not the one I wanted. That was a rigged bomb. They're already lit, set to go off. Spelunker hat, see-through doors. This allows me to find the secret room, the rooms with the question marks in the top right in the map. As you can see, there's no door to access it. But if I get a bomb, I can blow a hole in the wall, which will allow me to then get inside. Alright, so normally I would go for the secret room. But because of the fact that I have this X on the rock here, I know I have another tinted rock. The tinted rock opened up to a golden chest. When I opened the golden chest, I got 1 key, 1 red heart. So effectively, I spent a bomb and a key to get a key and a red heart. A bomb for a red heart normally, not my kind of trade, but, ooh, yeah, let's move. But hey, what happens, man? Can't win them all. Alright, so now that I have that, so now you can see that there's 2 question marks. One that's bright white and one that's a little darker gray. The darker gray one is called second secret room. These are more difficult to find and with my luck don't yield anything important, but normally have better gets in them than the regular secret room. So there is a trick to finding them, but it's not always consistent. So it's best to just kind of... Ooh. Yeah, normally the regular secret rooms are adjacent to 2 other rooms. I'll show you at this monster fight. And second secret rooms normally are adjacent to no other room. It has the wall that you need to breach, and then that is it. It is not going to touch anything else, and relatively speaking is near the boss fight. Normally. You can definitely find times where it's on the very opposite end of the room. So this item looks to be Magic Scab. Magic Scab, HP plus luck. Now I went to the pause menu here so you can see my stats. You could see of the 6, we're going to start with the top left. We're going to work our way down and then head to the right top and head down. So that top left is speed 2, shot speed 1, no, tears, no, that is correct, that is shot speed 1, then attack or damage 2, shot speed 2, tears 2, tears are what I shoot, and luck 1. Now I just got a partial luck up, and here we have a contract with the devil. So I can spend my canisters to get these items. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take them both, just to show you what the items are. The Pact, tears plus damage, and I've unlocked the character Lazarus. What this is, it increased how fast I shoot and how much damage I deal, and gave me some blue hearts, as you can see. Now I'm going to take this other one here, which looks like a very poorly drawn phallic shape, and this one's called Brimstone Blood Laser Barrage. Now if you see, if I click the attack key, it does nothing, but if I hold the attack key, it fires out a beam of red. So I've accessed both, and I have no bombs, or I'm sorry, both, meaning the item room and potentially the shop if I wanted to. So I'm going to head down to the next floor. So he looks to be locked inside a chest, which very dangerous for a kid of his age. So I'm going to charge up my shot before I come in each room. And it deals continuous damage. Destroying these poops will, as you see here, occasionally drop something. This is a trinket called Petrified Poop, which increases the likelihood that destroying a poop yields me a consumable or otherwise beneficial item. This is Doctor's Remote? Yep, teleport. Okay, so what this is it's called a spacebar item. Now if you look at my top left, you'll see that I now have the picture of the item here and 2 green bars. These 2 green bars show that it's full, seeing how the bar itself is full. What happens is every time I defeat a room, or every time I use it, they go away. But every time I defeat a room, this one in particular being a double-sized room, being extremely large compared to the other ones, accounts for twice as much, so it refills itself. But normally, when you complete a room, you get 1 charge. Well, get the hell out of here. Ooh, shouldn't. Gotta watch my language. Trying to get out of that habit. Let's take out these fat Zubats. Yay. More inaccessible consumables. My favorite. So there's our second secret room down there, and our regular secret room to the right there. So you can see in this regular secret room, the white question mark in the top right is adjacent to the biggest room. Then to the right of that is another regular room, and to the left of that is another regular room, compared to the second secret room, which is just connected to the wall I have to breach. That, like I said earlier, is exactly how we're going to identify where they are. Like I said before, this is not a hard, fast rule, but a pretty good guideline. Cool. So hitting these buttons generally will help end rooms faster. And so I have a key, so I'm going to open up this and get an item, Cricket's Body, splash damage plus tears up. Now from my experience, I can tell you splash damage does not work with Brimstone, the item I have that's allowing me to do these blood barrages. Normally what it would do is the tears that I would shoot would hit something and then shoot out in 45-degree angles. And the Fallen, another nasty enemy, a little demon. Ooh, okay. So this is his cat, Guppy. And Guppy has died. And I can take his body and get 9 lives. Now what 9 lives does is it drops the number of red heart canisters I have down to 1. And then gives me 9 additional lives for if I'm to die later in the game. Now thankfully I was already at 1, so it caused me no loss in hearts. This is really good and is a general strategy that people like to use. So let's see. I have a playing card, a bomb, 2 bombs, and a golden chest. If I can get access to that, preferably through flying, so I can go over those spaces, not worth the damage, that would be great. Let's crack open here. I do have another key. Ooh, Deadeye. Accuracy brings power. This is the more I hit, the more my tears can accurately hit an enemy, the more damage I deal. Now, I'm not sure how this synergizes, if it does with Brimstone. Ooh, I got close. But I can only assume it does because it's better for me that way. I do have 2 bombs, so I'm going to check out the second secret room, which has quite a few types of fires. You have the yellow fires and the red ones. The red ones have the ability to shoot red tears at you. So I have to get rid of them before they decide to. And they do it on timed intervals. I don't know how fast it is. I'm going to pick up these pennies. These are stone chests. As you saw, my walking up to them didn't open them, and it didn't take a key to open them. What this requires a bomb to crack the lid, and it opens itself. So I got 2 pennies, a blue heart, and a bomb back, which is pretty good. So now I'm going to head over here. I'm going to open up to my secret room. Can I... Where would it open? Oh, it opened here. Okay. So I'm just wondering if I could have used that to try to get into one of these inaccessible areas. And the answer to that was no. And the reason I'm not using the spacebar item much is because it randomly teleports me to a room I haven't been to. This is going to be useful later in the game. Ooh, okay. So you can see this door here, special. It's kind of wooden with a key lock, kind of like the item room. What this is this should be a... It is not. Okay. Normally there's shops, but this one in particular just happened to be a library. So this will give you a book item. The item I got was Telepathy for Dummies, which allows me to, every other room, every time I have a full charge, change my shots for that room only into shots that will also target the enemy. in a way that kind of like a Ragman fight does. Okay, so now I'm looking at the map and I see the room to my right. You guys can't see it because of my items, but it has a penny symbol on it. This means that it is actually my shop. So I'm going to buy the blue heart, which was on red 3, which means that it was actually on sale. Normally they're 5. I'm going to donate some money to the donation machine. Every time you donate a certain amount, it will unlock an item. I don't know what these amounts are, so we're just going to have to explore with that one. And so it looks like I've visited my item room, my shop, and thankfully a library. I've accessed my secret rooms, so there's really nothing to do here but fight the boss. Alright, I wanted to actually show you what it looked like to see the animation, but bad habits die hard. So right now I'm fighting Mega Fatty, who normally has a lot of health, but thanks to Brimstone and Experimental Liquid, or Mysterious Liquid, it does splash damage, which puts a puddle that damages the enemy. So I picked up Jesus Juice, which is damage plus range. Increases the amount of damage and how far my shots go. Although Brimstone, for the record, has infinite range, so no matter how large the room is, I will always hit the other end. That item is Sister Maggie, who is a follower who will randomly shoot a shot out. And I'm not convinced that taking her will be the best option, so I'm actually going to not take anything. And just kind of leave it be. You could see, if you were looking around, that the door that I went through to access the devil room is gone. They don't give you many options to reconsider. They want you to take that deal then and there. You know, it makes it more likely for you to take their deals, presumably. I swear I can speak English. I really can, but just not today. Alright, that went easy. So I'm gonna take out these guys. Not really sure what to call them, so here I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna crack it, and now you can see that my shot's purple and like jumping around the screen like a madman. Amnesia. So now you can see my map has gotten a large question mark on it. I actually can't use my map now because of amnesia. And it won't let me regain my map until I leave the floor. That was absolute crap, and you know it. So that's one of the negative pills. So I haven't visited my item room, but because I'm confident, I'm gonna go here, use telepathy for dummies, and just fight my boss. Alright, so this is an item, Mr. Dolly, or Dolly. And it drops 3 random types of hearts. Blue, blue, black, and red, like what I have. Unfortunately, I got 3 red, which I can't use because they only refill canisters that I have, and my canister is full. Blue and black, on the other hand, will simply work. They just, as long as you have less than the maximum amount, which is 12, it will add 2 as a temporary heart, like I said earlier in the video. So now what I'm doing is, I'm just kind of running around looking for the golden door for my item room. Every floor has one. So, up to a very certain point in the game, which we will hopefully get to soon. It is not worth that, so what I was talking about is I could see here that there is a key symbol. Anytime you see a key symbol, that means that it's going to cost you a key to remove it or open it or otherwise interact with it. These double swords here mean that it is a wave room. So what happens is you open one chest, or both, all, however many there just happen to be, and it starts spawning in enemies, Fire Mine, Flaming Tear. So now my shots, whenever I shoot, will also ignite my enemy, dealing extra damage and potentially exploding. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use telepathy for dummies here, activate psychic shots. I'm going to use it. Use one key to open that one. That one has a mask in it. Alright, so now I'm just gonna sit at this end here, and I'm gonna try to handle these waves without taking any damage. I did. And the fact that a bomb dropped, these are just random consumable drops. I'm gonna take this item, Infamy Damage Reduction. If a enemy were to shoot a tear at me, it has a chance to negate the damage I would normally take. So now that I've finished the swarm, I'm gonna use the open one, or the other one, and nothing comes out because everyone's already gone. That's actually a pretty good item, Infamy. So this is actually an extremely lucky run. I'm glad you guys get to see it. For anybody who hasn't played, you know, this is just the kind of stuff that happens. Normally it's, you know, Brimstone is not really arguable. It's one of the best items in the game. I prefer having it to not. But it's definitely... Ooh, okay, so we have two options here. We have the two swords like we saw, but this one has a skull, which means it is a boss wave room. So instead of just the regular enemies like you saw, it's going to be the bosses, like what I fight in the special rooms to get the items. And this one here, oh, I can't walk in it yet. In the map, you can see that it has what looks to be a skull. This is a mini boss. I'm going to come in to show you what it does. Envy. Isaac versus Envy. So he is just... he's treated like a regular enemy in the sense that it's not guaranteed that he drops an item, but he has all of the same abilities his normal boss character would. Ooh, these guys are Cubones, for any of you guys going out on Pokemon Go, but they're black, which means when they die, they explode. Which is a general theme for this game. Okay, so this here is a playing card. This is the Two of Diamonds. All playing cards, except for one or two, have a 2 next to it, which means it doubles. Diamonds, clubs, spade, heart, the 4 suits, and then there's Joker. Get out of jail free card, and oh, card against humanity. I remember that one. There's a couple, but this one in particular doubles the amount of currency I have to penny. So I'm gonna hit the Q button. Now you can see it went from 7 to 14. Sorry about that. Which means I now have double the amount of currency. Ooh, yeah. Alright. So we are in the Dank Depths 2. Those dank memes, though. Actually, funny I say that because I actually have never seen a meme in my life. I'm not on any real social media. But I take that, takes me up to 15 cents, 6 keys, 5 bombs. I'm gonna use 1 key and get Obsessed Fan. Follows my every move. So it looks like he kind of follows me on a delay, which is interesting. Alright, ow. So those guys are special turrets that will just kind of attack as long as there's an enemy in the room. Let's open this and see what it is. Okay, so we have a Spirit Heart and a BFF tattoo looking thing. Let's take that. BFF's my friend's rule. So this looks to have increased the size of my follower guys, which also increases their damage. With followers in particular, there isn't a very complicated system for you to learn. Their size determines their damage normally. So let's see, I've been to my item room. Let's go to this second secret room and see what it has. It's right around here. You guys are going to learn where it is just kind of by trying it out yourself. So this one has more of the red fire kind of burning look. I'm going to just spend an eternity trying to move this thing into place so I can place 1 bomb and open 2. Okay, so bomb and a key for 1 bomb, and an item called Head of the Keeper, Penny Tears. These, if it were not for the fact that I have Brimstone, would shoot tears that look exactly like the pennies I pick up. This is the Mom fight. She is kind of like a similar to a final boss. Ow. And I didn't use telepathy for dummies yet, which sucks.
Isaac was cornered. His mother, fueled with the desire to serve her God, was bearing down on Isaac. I will do as I am told, my lord. I love you above all else, Isaac's mother repeated to herself. This was the end of the line for Isaac. His mother was far too strong for him. But just as he accepted his fate, God intervened, sending an angel down from above to stop his mother's hand. And just like that, it was over.
Are you telling me that Bible just killed his mother? Oop. Alright guys, so that was the end of... Let's do that. I unlocked the Womb, which is another floor. Unlock challenge number 20, Purist. Unlock challenge 21, many XLs. Challenges. So these all just seem to be challenges. We'll do these later on. Unlock the Harbingers, 4 horsemen, and a cube of meatball of bandage. So now we can see here too, I have conquered Mom. That's a sentence I thought I'd never have to hear. And I've unlocked Lazarus, a new character. So next episode we're going to be checking out Lazarus. So I will see you dudes later.